Welcome to the Particle Accelerator Podcast, the show where we discuss the superheroes of the CW. I'm your host, Tom, and with me is my co host, John. Say hi, John.
Hey guys, how's it going? Like I said, my name's John. This is Tom. That's Tom. We're here to discuss the CW superhero shows, and I guess we're gonna jump right into it.
Absolutely. We're going to start off with Monday. It was Supergirl. It was season 2, episode 2, The Last Child, or Last Children of Krypton, where Supergirl and Superman fucking faced off with Metallo.
Yeah.
What did you think about that, man?
Oh, buddy, it was something else. Cause like starting off this whole season, just bring introducing Superman, cause you didn't ever see him in season one.
Yeah, well,
Well,
you saw the
you saw
back
his,
of him,
yeah, you saw
and
his
she
feet.
texted him every once in a while, but other than that, it
Actually,
was
introducing him, it
that was
was
pretty sweet. I agree with
pretty
you.
sweet. It did concern me though, because I was like, all right, is this going to be like a Superman Supergirl show now? Because like season episode two, they had him. He was still really strong presence there. I was like, I don't know if I want to watch a whole season of this. Like, yeah, it's pretty cool, but I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe I just like to bash on Supergirl though.
Yeah, I don't know. I was liking Supergirl. I enjoyed season 1 because, well, her sister was pretty cute, I thought, so I was able to sit through that, and it was some all around good times. They had a lot of really cool villains come in, like Brainiac, and they had introduced Katniss, and that was pretty cool because, like, I loved watching the Young Justice and all of the all of the awesome extra ties to all the old stuff that I watched, all the old cartoons that I watched when I was growing up, like, seeing Metallo and in a live action, and seeing, all these other guys in live action makes me, like, super nostalgic, and I love it, and it's pretty cool.
Right? Which I do have to bring up. I do not know nearly as much about like old DC universe. I'm trying to get there, but like so that when
Oh
I
man.
first saw Metallo, I googled him. I don't understand it. I
Oh man,
just pumped him full
he's
of
a
Krypton.
cyborg, and
He's a
he's
cyborg.
powered by kryptonite. Super awesome. Definite definite
Like, cause like,
what?
well, cause then they were still talking to him. Like, cause I did notice she would like after they ripped out his heart. I think Martian Manhunter ripped out his heart, and fucking the other one got a spike or a like street sign put through it by Supergirl's sister, and they were talking to him after they killed him. I was like, why are they? That doesn't make any sense. And then it cut away to the corporation that was making them.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, so it's like they know that they're cyborgs.
And in that corporation in the Young Justice cartoon, if you since you're all caught up now with the the Arrowverse and stuff, you can start getting into some of the old, like, little cartoons and stuff like that are on Netflix and stuff. And Young Justice has Katniss in it, and they actually created Superboy, and he was like a clone of what's it, Superman and Lex Luthor, and it's a really, really neat story. It's got everybody in it too. It's got, Kid Flash. It's got Barry Allen. It's got, it's got all of the good people in there, man. So, everything you got for it.
Right.
Um, but getting back to Supergirl in the CW here on the Arrowverse, we got the Fortress of Solitude. Seeing the Fortress of Solitude, like, what are your feelings on the Fortress of Solitude and how it looks and everything like that?
I don't. I think my
Have you ever
question is,
seen any of the old Superman movies, like
yeah,
any of
like
the original, like,
crystals.
ones?
Yeah,
What?
like where he has the Fortress of Solitude in Antarctica. He's got the
Yeah,
crystal.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
What?
it's. Are they going to keep it like a permanent place that she goes to,
She's
or
been
are they,
going to it since season 1, so why not? I mean,
has she?
yeah, yeah, she totally went back to it in season 1. I don't remember exactly what episode, but I'm almost 100% positive that she went back to it in season 1, where, and like, cause you know, her cousin told her about it.
Yeah,
I believe so. It was either her cousin told her about it or she knew about it. She went there sometime in
yeah.
season 1. I
I remember
promise
them
you that.
talking, and I remember him telling her about it. But like, it's I don't know. I feel like that little office space that they had, like she needs to make her own. Fortress Assault, like I want to say like Oliver's, like he's had what 4, 5, 6 bases now,
Oh man, he's had a couple of bases. Oliver,
right? So
he's had
like
a few of them.
everybody has their own, and like seeing her go to the Fortress Assault, like yeah, it was cool to see it, but like I want her to have her own, you know? Like
Yeah, all right, all right. Well, she kind of already does. She has the DEO. She works for the DEO, so the DEO's got their own headquarters. So she obviously has kind of her own headquarters because she works
what
for the DEO
but what does
with
she really know
Martian
about the
Manhunter.
DEO though? Because she didn't
What?
even know getting into season 2, like it's very right off the bat
Yeah.
when she goes to that DEO building, she's like, wait, when was this? Like how did what? So she doesn't. How much can she actually say that that's hers though?
I guess she can't really say most of it's
Right?
hers, but part of it's hers. She's
Yeah,
part of it.
she made her own home. She got bit
Yeah,
by a
she's kind
bat.
of got her own home. All right. Well, that's enough that we can talk about this. I mean, I guess there's more Metallo. There's the other Metallo that showed up that I have no idea. I don't know. I didn't think that there was two Metallos. When I saw that, I was like, okay, two Metallos. I can get down with that. Why not?
I did
But
appreciate.
now that he got rid of all the kryptonite, do you think Superman's gonna stick around or what?
I do not actually.
You think
I
he's
do
gonna go
like.
back to
I
Metropolis? Yeah, I
think
think that's probably he's gonna leave and go back to Metropolis the beginning of this next episode, and you know,
is
call it
just
quits.
they're gonna go about
And
their way.
you're gonna just see Superman in text messages every once in a while.
But it was nice to see him. Like I said, like the way they introduced him too was stopping the space shuttle from
Oh yeah,
crashing.
absolutely.
I thought that was fucking sweet. Like,
When
and
do you think we'll get another like a Flash crossover?
I don't know who they're gonna do the crossover with next. Like I don't know if they're gonna do a big collab or like what if they do like DC Legends and Supergirl.
I don't know if they'll do that because
Well,
that's Earth 2, and DC Legends hasn't jumped into Earth 2 stuff yet.
but DC Legends is already
And
doing.
if you got Flash and all of the stuff that happened in the newest episode of Flash and how they just kind of new people came over from Earth 2, or not new people but old people came back from Earth 2 over to Flash.
Yeah, but I mean,
Flash might soon jump over to Supergirl again.
he might bring Supergirl back over to Earth One.
That would be pretty sweet too,
That
getting
would be pretty
Supergirl
sweet.
over in Earth 1 on the Flash. All right, so speaking of Flash, the new episode of Flash was the episode 3 of season 3. Was it season 3? Is this season 3 now?
This season 3.
All right,
It's
yeah,
just a
it's episode
baby.
3 of season 3. It's Magenta, the metal controlling little girl. What did you think of that? Your
I,
first thoughts on that craziness of like the abusive dad coming home, triggering her, and then
I
like
love
throwing the damn thing in her
the
abusive
light
dad's face.
bulbs.
Yeah.
Lamp post. Yeah, I don't
What
know.
did you think?
Magenta was a tricky character. I don't know if it was the actor that I was having a problem with or the character itself. Like it was. I felt like the whole episode. Like I've already talked to you about it, but I felt like the whole episode was like filler. So like just
Oh
seeing
yeah.
Magenta and like the way they just kind of filled things in
Yeah,
the
yeah. Well, I see. I could see having a problem, but my problem was with I don't know, like the split personality and
yeah,
it being
that's right.
triggered by like anger or whatever. I didn't know if I liked that at all.
Well,
I could have been that could have been done a little different, a little better, but
and then she's just this nice normal girl that like it just I don't think that she would.
either that or the British cop guy could have handled it a little better when he found out she was a metahuman.
Oh, you mean Draco Malfoy?
Yeah, Draco Malfoy. Yeah, absolutely. Draco Malfoy. When Draco Malfoy found out that the metahuman was a metahuman, he shouldn't have freaked out on her so that she would bring down the house on him.
I did appreciate. Now I forgot what I was saying. There was something that I appreciated, and it was important about the Flash.
I'm sure you appreciate everything important about the Flash.
I do. No, I think I wrote this one down actually.
All right. Was it something
Uh,
about Jesse? Because that's what I
it was
appreciated.
about Jesse. I did appreciate how they brought Jesse and Wells back.
Yeah, I
I
was
did,
very happy. I always thought Jesse was pretty cute, so I was like,
and
maybe
there's
bringing her
that.
back.
But there's also with her connection with Wally and him not getting his powers, it leads me to believe that he's gonna seek out Doctor Alchemy later and try and get his powers back like that. And that's where like all this antagonist actions are gonna come from, is Wally like deciding if he wants to be a good or a bad guy.
Absolutely. What if you
Like
think what do you think will happen if he um like tries to recreate the original incident where how they
right?
talked about how he got his powers, where he was like driving a car and the lightning struck it and the nitrous blew up and he got his powers that way. What do you think about that? Or
Um,
if he Dr. Alchemy goes, you have to do it this way. Like, you think he'll fucking do it? Do you think he'll
I I think he'll do it, but
Yeah, he
what I'm
stepped
thinking
out in
is
front
like
of a damn car. Might as well do it.
it's gonna be I think there is gonna be an episode or two at least where he's fighting with Barry, just like in like the Arrow Flash original crossovers where Barry fought Oliver. Like it, that's what I'm hoping to see because I love speedster fights.
Hell yeah.
But I actually wanted to ask you when you think they're gonna bring in Killer Frost.
Oh man, see, I don't even know. I knew they weren't gonna. I knew they were just gonna tease it that one episode, and then
Do you
just
think that's all we're
never
getting
touch
though?
on it ever again, like for just a really long time. They're just like, oh, we're just gonna go. Oh, look at she can, her hands frosting over a little bit.
She can
Oh, and then
make
at the end of
condensation
the episode, and we're not gonna even acknowledge that ever again for like maybe another like month or so. And you're just
forces,
gonna sit there and ponder on it for a month. It'll be fine. Be fine. I don't know. I'll end up rewatching that episode and I'll have more thoughts on it later. But
right?
gosh, like yeah, they're not gonna touch it. Maybe they might give a little bit of a snippet like on Tuesday, this next episode. But who knows? You know what I mean? Like I bet you they won't.
I
Bet you
bet
they
you it's
won't
more
even touch
filler.
on it for another like 3 more weeks.
We're
Because
not.
there's probably gonna be like what 23 episodes, and we're on episode 3, so we got 20 more episodes. We got 20 more episodes for
It'll
them to
show up
go
in episode
for
22.
for one massive episode for Killer Frost. You know what I mean? It's like it's not gonna show up for another 3 weeks, 4 weeks. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be there. So I don't know, but I'm super excited for Jesse Quick. Like I was like, ooh, female speedster. I'm so down,
In the previews for the next
so down.
episode, she's actually in uniform too. So I
Yep.
when they're
Yep,
teaming up.
yep. She got that at uniform right at the end. Her daddy was like, you know what? I'm proud of you. I want you to have this shit. Got you.
I I did not kill Barry's mom.
I did not kill Barry's mom.
Ah, but yeah, the I am hoping though, because this is actually a good transition with all of the anti-Flash or Reverse Flash things going on or that had happened. I do think that we're going to see him later on in the Flash, but I think this year's crossover is going to be between the Flash and DC Legends of Tomorrow.
Well, see, they also had the Arrow. They
Yeah,
also had Damien Dark in there too.
if
So
that's
they
what it.
had Damien Dark working with
I think they're
um
working up towards
with
Justice League.
yeah.
like
So what what do you think?
I
What's gonna happen?
I have no
Or
idea
you
what they're
think they
planning
just
to do
like
with it.
maybe Zoom, or not Zoom, but yeah, that's Zoom, right?
No, Reverse Flash.
Oh yeah, Reverse Flash. Sorry. Maybe Reverse Flash won't be in Flash anymore, and they'll have him only in Legends for this series. And one crossover will happen, and then obviously Damien Dark's not going to be an Arrow for a while.
But I
So
mean, with the whole Damian Dark, like can't help but get the feeling that they're working up towards like a Justice League type show. Because I mean, they've got all the villains are already coming together. All we need to do is get all of the heroes. Like, come on, just
they
make it
probably
already.
will end up working their way. If Legends takes off like Flash did, they'll probably have a like a DC, more superheroes type thing, like a maybe even like a Justice Society of America. They could even add in all the other like, people that were originally in the Justice Society of America with the Flash, but it was Jay Garrick Flash, and the Doctor, what was it, Mr. Fantastic, or not Mr. Fantastic, Doctor
Sure.
Fate.
Dr.
Doctor
Fate.
Fate
Oh yeah,
was
Fate
Justice
helmet.
Society of America. Um, and then you already got that Doctor Midnight, who was in there, Stargirl, Vixen, Obsidian, Rex Tyler, Commander Steel, those guys. So, like, they could totally make Justice Society of America, and that's like, takes place only in World War II, and it would like, it could expand more on the um, stuff that happened in World War II, like all of the Damien Dark and whatever they're doing with that storyline.
Right? But it leads me to believe like that's the most questionable storyline out of all the shows that they have on the CW is I so far I think DC Legends of Tomorrow because I have no idea where they're going with it. Like I can't predict
Yeah,
it.
when are they gonna find Rip?
Yeah, when are they gonna find it? What's gonna happen after they do? Like
Yeah.
how do they get it to the
Sarah's now the captain. Like what, you
right?
know,
Where do they get to the point where they're in so much trouble that they send somebody from the Justice Society back to tell them not to do it? Like what
like
what's
they
gonna
did. Yeah,
happen?
where do they go? Where do they go from there? How do they, you know, how does Rex, why does Rex Tyler have their ship and go back in time to fucking tell them not to go there? Why? How did that happen,
Why were they trying to blow up New York with a nuke? Like
Exactly. Well, I don't understand why they would try to. I mean, I can understand why they would try to, but I mean,
yeah.
why would they try to understand? You know what I mean?
Like what was the big plan there? Like and
Yeah. What was
that's
the big plan?
introducing Damien Dark and Reverse Flash and all these
Oh my God! What
other
about that
people.
like Hulk guy?
Um,
That was the Nazi SS general guy that like hulks out. He got the serum and he put it in him.
no, see now I'm getting my shows mixed up. I'm thinking of the guy that like doesn't feel pain from the arrow. That's the only thing popping
Oh,
up for me right now.
we'll go back to that. We'll go back to that. The Hulk guy in DC Legends. You don't remember this?
No, I don't.
Oh my God, you gotta go back and
I
do some
just
digging.
watched these 2 episodes.
Exactly. But
I
okay,
just
so all
watched.
right, so Arrow.
Okay, so Arrow. Of course, you got. I did. I finally saw that scene in the elevator where she's like, "What kind of superhero wears a hockey mask?"
Yeah, yep.
I
Isn't that
liked it.
awesome? Isn't that awesome? And he was like, that nice little tag back to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles where he was like, you know what? I kind of like a hockey mask as
Kind of like
your
it,
vigilante mask.
right?
Love it. Oh, it's the
Yeah,
best.
I saw that. I was proud that Oliver finally trusts his team. I was like, "Oh, my little man's so grown up."
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree.
Um,
It's going to be a good team, this new team. Except for what about the Felicity thing? Right at the end, he told dude, or she told dude that she misdirected the missile to his town.
there's
And then he
that,
was just like, what? And walked away.
and then
Nothing happened.
them trying to cut or Diggle's wife coming up and saying, "Hey, I want you
Oh,
to
you
break him
gotta
out of
break Diggle
prison."
out of prison. When's
Like,
that gonna happen? Oh my God, we gotta
it's
wait all the way until Wednesday to find that out. It's
right.
crazy.
But
Ah,
is
just
Oliver gonna take his whole new team to go do it, or is he gonna go in solo? Like, how, who
exactly.
do you
He
trust in
can't
that?
take the kids, man. Do you think he'll take the kids
I think he will.
to break people out of prison?
Yep.
Ah, what a irresponsible mayor. What an irresponsible mayor.
Well, I mean, I don't think he's gonna last as mayor. I think halfway through the season he's out of office.
You think so?
I
Yeah, I
think
think
so.
so. He ain't gonna be a mayor
There's
the whole
no way.
season. What
He's
episode do you think? Right now we're on episode 3
tough.
of Arrow. What episode do you think he will not be the mayor in? I'm writing this down. This is gonna be thing. What episode do you think it is? I think he
I'm
will
giving it till
not be the mayor in episode 9 is when he loses his mayor. Tom guesses episode 9. Uh, no mayor. All right. What do you say, John? What episode do you think?
I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and give him a little bit over half the season since the beginning we're building up to it. So I'm gonna go 14.
You're gonna go 14. He loses
14.
mayority in 14.
Yeah, because they got to build up to it. They got to do some other storyline, then they're gonna make him
All
lose
right.
mayor, and
It's all written down.
he
All
ain't never
right.
getting back from Felicity though. That's not happening. I do want to see Barry get with Felicity. That needs to happen.
Yeah. No, I want Barry to get back with the cop chick
Cop
that
chick.
left away. I'm just like I'm holding out hopes for that. She was the perfect ride or die bitch. Awesome. Like
Like
Air Iris, worst. Worst, but
he needs to get
fucking
away from
that
Iris.
cop chick? Oh, ride or die right there. That chick was like he should have he had it. It was a dime, dude.
All right, now I feel like I got off topic with. I keep going back to the Flash, but with the Arrow,
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you are obsessed with that man in that red
I
suit. So,
can't. I'm sorry, but with
get
the
back
Arrow,
to the green suit guy.
so I actually want to talk about the Mummy.
The mummy.
Yeah, the guy with the rags.
Oh my god, yeah, dude.
Like,
Rags is so cool, isn't he?
yeah, the fact that I can't even remember his name. I want to say it's
I
like
don't remember
Christian,
his name either. Rags. We'll get it next episode.
right? But
Who is Rags? That's what I'm writing that down.
the awkward
Who
black guy though,
is Rags?
when he's hitting on
Oh
rags,
yeah, that was the funniest shit in the world, dude. He's like,
like
I'm a happily married man,
he's
and
so awkward, and it's
and
great.
he was like, I'm a happily married man. Don't worry, I wasn't trying to walk with you, go home with you or anything.
But like he's
That
like
was funny as shit,
he knows he's awkward because Felicity can look at him and be like, "Dude, what are you talking about?"
right?
So
Oh
yeah, it's
man.
I think it's
Okay, so what do you think of how many DC villains need to fall in a vat of something to turn into a bad guy? Come on now.
how many need to or how many have.
How many are going to? How many need to? How many have? I
Well,
don't know. This
it's
guy
like
fell in a vat of something and turned into a super-powered maniac that
zombie.
can't feel pain,
Right. I
and
did.
he's gonna build a whole bunch of them.
Right. I was expecting them to go into like this whole in-depth analysis, like, okay, how do we stop him? Because I'm so used to watching that on the Flash,
Yeah, and then he
and
just
then he
splits
just
all of
cuts
his
his
tendons.
tendons. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, well, yeah.
it works. He just
Like,
flopped around like a marionette, just whoop, whoop,
I was like, I
whoop.
forgot Oliver can kind of, just wing it.
Yeah. What do you think? Do you think he survived, or do you think he exploded? I think he survived. He had to have survived.
Oh, he'll
There's no
survive.
way they would have spent a whole episode building that storyline to for that character just to fucking go kaput
They
and
wouldn't have.
not survive.
They wouldn't have spent a whole season just building up to Oliver killing one person to
Yeah.
have him kill somebody in the second episode.
Well, I mean, just to give him a team, I guess, but I still think that they'll use that villain eventually.
Yeah, he's coming back.
Yeah,
It's Arrowverse.
absolutely.
Everybody comes back.
What do you think of the new team? The guy who's like the black guy who's obsessed with the wrestler.
I, do, I don't honestly. I don't like the new. I do like the old team. It's not because I like the old team that I don't like the new team. I just don't like their attitude about it. Like it.
Well, yeah, but that's
I
yeah,
I,
okay.
I can
It'll
understand. Yeah,
change.
yeah, and I can understand where they're coming from right now. Like, yeah, just I don't see why you don't trust us. They don't know Oliver, but
Yeah.
you got to also understand like this. You might not know him, but just judging him on what he's been doing for like the past 4 years, you got to know that he's not going to trust you right out the bat. Like he spent his whole first year back just killing people.
Oh yeah. Well, the
Like,
episode, what is it? A Matter of Trust is called is the episode called, like Yoda. Uh Yep. Uh so A Matter of Trust. I mean, yeah, that's like what the whole thing was about. They were trying to get the team to trust each other. So I mean, that's why he brought it in and he was like, "Oh, and even with old drunk dude, Sarah and Laurel's dad,
oh
he
yeah,
even was like,
Captain
"Yep, I'm
Lance.
gonna actually hire this guy." Do you think
Yeah,
he'll stay sober, or do you think he's gonna fuck it up again?
I don't know. I think
He's
he's
gonna
gonna
fuck
just
it up
keep drinking.
one more time
Yeah, he's just gonna keep
because
drinking.
of story. It's already early on, episode 3, and they got him on. Absolutely, he's gonna fuck it up one more time.
He's gonna fuck it up one
Something's
more
gonna
time
happen where
after
it's gonna
Laurel comes
remind him of
back.
Laurel. What?
I said after Laurel comes back.
Yep, there you
'Cause-
go. Something's gonna happen where it's gonna remind him of Laurel, or Sarah's gonna come back for a quick hot second, and Yep, that it's just gonna fucking it's gonna flip a switch and he's gonna go back and bend her real quick and gonna let another bad guy through and
Yeah,
the bad guy that turned out to be the good guy or something and
yeah, it's just
now he's gonna be bad again because fucking Felicity blew up his town and killed his parents but gave him a really dope power that has weird whispery sounds and
can strangle you with
yeah. What do you think? Oh my gosh,
fingers.
how they were talking in the field, right? Really, he was just like, he was
Like,
just like, I really like your mask. He said your rags are creepy. It's just the whispers, man. You'll get used to it. Go on, that was some
like yeah,
corny shit,
it's
but it was kind of funny.
and that's the thing. That's one of my favorite parts about the CW Arrowverse that they have is like every character is just so well like they're casted perfectly. I feel
Yeah,
like
and I
they
really love the corny humor. As long as
right
there's no laugh tracks, we'll be fine. We'll stick with the corny humor, the no laugh tracks, all the superheroes and villains that I know from my childhood cartoons, and
right those just quick little snippets and one liners. It's
mm-hmm.
just that's what they that's their superpower.
We can keep the arrow nice and dark. I like it, man, but we need to get more Constantine in on some of that, man. I want them to bring some more Constantine in.
Arrow, I feel like he's gotten I don't find many people that agree with me, but I feel like he's gotten a lot lighter. Like that first year or that first season,
Yeah,
like, it was
yeah.
so dark.
Yeah, I ran
Even
into a
with Slade
lady on the
Wilson,
in the middle of the road and she was like, you know, or not in the middle of the road, but we were walking and she somehow the Arrowverse got brought up and she was like, "Oh, I really love the Supergirl and the Flash, but Arrow is just a little too dark for me." And I was like, "Oh boy."
um, you did watch the Reverse Flash vibrate his hand through somebody's chest, right?
Right?
Like
In
you
and
saw that
like the
happen.
the vibrating hand thing is true, man, for real. You get a
Like
vibrating hand through the chest, and that's Flash gets really dark, dude. And
right?
some of that when he was like, "I want you," like, oh my God,
Yeah,
oh,
I
when
want
he
you to
said that
say
to his mom and the Flashpoint, oh my God, he's like, Barry, I want you to tell me what you want me to do. He's like, I want you to kill my mom. It's like, fuck, man.
not my heart.
Oh my God.
Uh,
It's brutal.
Here's another one for you. So we have Oliver loses office by episode 9 and 14. How
Okay.
many more times do you think this season in The Flash we will have to watch Barry's mom die?
How many more times in this season will
In
watch
this
Barry's mom
season.
die? Uh,
It's already
like as
happened,
in
what, twice?
flashbacks or as in like he's gonna go back and change the timeline again?
Like he goes back to that point in time. I think it happens at least two more times.
I think he's one. I give it one more time. One. Okay. It's a bad bet. Barry's mom dying.
Well, because we still have to see the original, like
Well,
when.
it's not Barry's mom dying. It's how many times is he gonna go back to that point in time?
Yep. Because we still have to see the original, like him when he was first chasing Reverse Flash to that point. And well, I guess the lightning bolt is on a different night. So yeah, one for sure. But I'm saying two just because it's the Flash. He'll do it. He's fast enough.
You say two?
I say two times. Oh, and I already know what we can do for Legends of Tomorrow.
What?
How many women do you think Sarah will seduce?
Or how many women are gonna seduce Sarah? I
Yeah.
mean, you got to give her the benefit of the doubt for real.
Oh, I mean, the Queen of England. Come on.
Did you watch the episode? The Queen of England totally seduced Sarah. The Queen of England went behind her back and was like, "Oh,
She
I
didn't
like
have
your
to try
necklace.
hard.
I like your necklace." I know she didn't have to try hard, but she at least had to try, all right? She was like, "I like your necklace." And she was like, "Yeah, I know you like my necklace. It's nice. Where'd you get it?" "Oh, I got it somewhere." And then she was like, "Are you hitting on me?" "Yeah, but my man sleeps with men, so why can't I sleep with women?" And it went, "Okay." And then all of a sudden they were on the bed and, Sarah had the Queen of England warmed up for him.
I've watched that episode three times now. And every
Oh, you're
time
a
she comes,
pervert.
no, every time she comes out, and Jax looks at her and she goes, "Yeah, I bet she's all warmed up for you too. Shut your mouth, Jax, or I'll cut your eyes out and feed them to you."
Shut your mouth, Jax, or cut your eyes out and feed them to you.
Like these
This is the
characters, it's
best.
just so
Love that episode.
they know how to like what crossovers work and how to do it. I
Yeah,
love it.
that's definitely gonna be one of my favorite episodes of the season for sure. Like, it was a good one. Good way to kick off the series for sure.
Ugh, I don't even know what else we
Cause
have.
that was episode one, man.
Yeah, uh, Legends. It's
We got a whole week
I
for
really
Legends
like it.
almost until Thursday for real.
Supergirl's tomorrow though,
Supergirl is tomorrow. I can't wait.
and I can actually like watch it live. For this will be the first time I have watched a TV show live on the television in like four
You're
years.
gonna actually watch it
I
live on the television?
yeah, like I can actually
How are
watch.
you gonna do that?
I'm off tomorrow.
Really? And you
Yeah,
have a TV?
yeah.
Oh wow, you're a normal person, huh?
Well, it's hooked up to
I
the Xbox, but
I am gonna watch it at 1 o'clock in the morning when the CW app updates itself,
I'm
and
gonna, I'm gonna Snapchat you
after I
so many
get off work and
spoilers.
whatever.
There's so many spoilers. I'm just gonna Snapchat them.
No,
Right?
I won't even look at my phone all day, to be completely honest with you. I'm
Uh,
not gonna look at my phone for your spoilers.
uh,
Screw that stuff.
I guess we should at least verbalize. There will be more people on this podcast. The
Oh
others,
yeah, we got the others, but they aren't caught up on the Arrowverse yet, so
you're not even close.
we're not allowing them to be on until they're caught up.
One of the others, Zach, he has 46 episodes of The Arrow alone that he has
Ugh.
to catch up on. The Arrow
Uh,
alone.
our friend Sam, the other, and he he's all caught up. I think he's just putzing around and not able to get to a computer right now, so he can't get online and be here with us today. But he will be here with us next week when we do this after all the episodes air again.
Right. All right. Well, I don't think we really like did a recap of previous seasons, but it's just getting in depth
Get
of
into it,
current
man. Start
episodes.
it up.
It's nice. Well, I mean, recent seasons. Oh God.
What do you want?
Starting with, of course, I'm gonna want to start with the Flash. Of course,
Obviously, go for it.
obviously. Season one, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Just the whole premise of it. Because Flash has always been my favorite superhero. He's the fastest man alive, arguably one of the strongest, if not the strongest superhero DC's made. Like he's just ridiculous. But getting to watch from episode one, you see the backstory with Reverse Flash going back in time, killing his mom. Nobody believing him that his dad didn't do it. Like his whole life, he knows. And you see that ambience in his lab. And the bolt lightning strikes down. You're like, oh, this is gonna be badass. And then you're like, oh, coma for 9 months. Like that's
Yeah, it's gonna suck, man, when we get to the end of this 2 seasons. Like, what are we gonna do? We're gonna end up like recapping. What we'll do when we get to the end of these 2 seasons is we'll start over. All right? And once a week, we will go through and watch one episode of each and recap every episode again
oh god.
and do all the stuff that we need to do on air, to catch up in with ourselves, you know what I'm saying?
We're gonna lap ourselves in the Arrowverse.
Yeah, absolutely, we're gonna have to, because I mean, we caught up and we're current, right? So we're current, and we're gonna give it all to you guys current, and
Got to get you updated.
yeah, and then once it's all out, we will go back and we'll start over and go to where we are right now. Why not?
You'll get it all.
We'll get it all. We'll get it all covered, get it all archived here on the particle accelerator.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you want to talk about that old school fucking? How about
Yeah.
let's talk about that first
See,
season of DC Legends.
oh, first season of DC Legend.
What did you
I
when okay, so all right. So do we want to absolutely. When do we think Snark's coming back?
Snart. I don't honestly. I do not think he is. In future timelines, I don't think they will. I think they'll go visit him in past timelines or like go get a previous version of him. but like, I think that when he died in the Vanishing Point, he was just done. And that sucks to say, but that's just like my gut feeling
What if
with
they?
him.
Well, okay, so he's done for good, or are they gonna go back and get another one of him?
I think they'll go back and get a different one of him. Like they'll have Rory talk to him or Mick.
All right, I could get down with that.
But I did enjoy like with the whole first season of Legends of Tomorrow, with the starting with the crossover from Flash and Arrow in season 2 of the Flash, season 4 of the Arrow, with where you introduced Hawk Girl and Vandal Savage and
Oh my God.
Hawkeye. Oh,
Yep,
that those were
introduction of Hawk Girl.
those were some brutal episodes, and I really liked those characters. And then after that, they just kind of disappeared. This was
Well,
before Legends came out. I was like, what the hell is going on?
yeah.
And then I saw the trailer for Legends Tomorrow, and I was like, wait, they have fire. They have Firestorm, Captain Cold, Heat Wave, Hot Girl, Hot Guy. Like they have all these people,
Now they introduced
and
even
it's in a
more
show,
characters. They've
right?
introduced, the JSA, which is going to be awesome. So we could even get
I don't.
more.
I'm hoping, but
Um,
it's just that whole first season of Legends of Tomorrow I thought was immaculate. It it really like captured all the different aspects that you can pick from these different worlds, like the Arrow and the Flash, and just mashed them together to make a lumpy goodness boat.
yeah. Well, one thing that I do miss though is from Arrow is the Task Force X, the Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
And but they did bring that Floyd Lawton back in that last episode of the Arrow.
they did, and we still don't know if he's dead. They never found
Well,
that body.
yeah, you never confirmed it, but I mean, I think they can kind of confirmed it when he didn't show back up again. I think that something's going on with Diggle's mind, and I think that Diggle is going a little cuckoo in the cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, if you know what I mean. And I think he imagined him because he feels bad about the what he did to his brother. You know what I mean? And he blamed the wrong person the whole time. His whole life, he was blaming the wrong person. You know what I mean? So, you know, I think that he just is going crazy. I think he's going crazy. Diggle's going crazy, and when Oliver breaks him out on Wednesday, I think I think we'll find out that Diggle's really going crazy.
But that could be also another Killer Frost thing where they're like, I need you to break Diggle out of prison, but you're gonna wait 4 weeks to see it.
Oh, that'll piss me off.
Right?
Oh my God, there's no way. There's no way they wouldn't go right into that.
I don't know, dude. There's so many
No,
things that
don't
they
do
could
that
do.
to me.
They could though. Honestly, they could just
Oh, that would
introduce
that
a
would
different villain
suck.
and be like, all
Yeah.
right, gotta go take care of him first. We still gotta get these drugs off the street.
Oh my
Like
goodness.
they do that so much, and
They
it
do though.
sucks, but it
It's pretty
makes such
good. It's pretty
TV.
good. It keeps you hanging in there, man. Definitely. Um, that whole underground city though that happened in Arrow too. That was a trip, wasn't it?
Oh,
That whole
uh,
um
with Damien Dark
with
and
the Damien Dark, yep, where oh my gosh, and how he left his wife and stuff.
don't get me wrong, I appreciate Malcolm Merlin's like the actor that plays Malcolm Merlin. I love the way he does it, but the actual Malcolm Merlin as a character in that show is what upsets me. Like I don't like his character. He's maniacal and the all he's killed Theo like what 4 times just from his actions.
Oh man,
She
he's
could have
killed
been dead like
Thea. No, no,
times.
Thea hasn't died. She has almost died.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. But like all because of things that her dad did. Like it, he doesn't think before he makes these actions, and he's like, "Oh, I'm just doing it to protect you." And then you're gonna go live with Damien Dark while he nukes the rest of the world. Or I'm just doing it to protect you. And then Ra's al Ghul is gonna stab you in the neck. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing, dude?
I mean, he is trying to protect her just in the wrong kind of way.
He just
That
really
actor
bad.
though
The-
he is a good actor, isn't he?
That's what
Is he
I'm
not? He
saying.
plays that character perfectly.
that character, like I said, the character, it's himself, the actor. I love the way he does it. It's just the actual character in the show. He's a villain, hardcore to the bone villain. That is what I,
Yeah, he's a
yeah, I think.
villain, and you're made to hate. You gotta hate the villain.
Like,
I mean, that's what he's there for. He's there for you to hate him.
yeah,
But I mean, the villains like in DC Legends, the two villains that we get there, we love them. Like I want Snark to come back. I want him to come back. I love
right?
Mick. Mick is one of my favorite characters in the whole freaking on the in the whole Legends.
I don't,
He's my one of my favorite Legends is
because he
Mick.
went from hero to villain to
He
hero
goes, yeah, he goes from
to
villain to hero to villain to hero
like,
to villain to hero, and then just that last episode, he's like, I'm not a hero, I'm a villain. And he's like, well, you got any other felons on your team? And he's like, she's an assassin, never convicted.
I know, I I wanted to snap at you so bad. The episode where Vandal Savage is like on the ship and he breaks out and like him and Captain Cold are in a fucking like Mexican standoff. He's like, I'm Vandal Savage, destroyer
Yep,
of worlds. He's like, I'm Leonard Stark, robber of ATMs.
I love that. That was
Like,
one of the best lines. That was a great one-liner or two-liner or whatever you want to call that.
but like those little snippets and like all plays back into like the characters and the casting that they do. It works so well. Or like when they were in Russia, fucking breaking Firestorm out of that prison. He's like, "Are you sure you can break him out?" Yeah, this isn't my first prison break.
Yeah,
Like,
that's good. That was all
it's
those all those like, it's like, why did you guys? What the heck is Boba Fett doing here?
what's this Darth Vader motherfucker looking dude chasing us?
Oh, it's good stuff.
But yeah, it's. But as far as the storyline for the first season of Legends of Tomorrow, I guess we should probably give it a rating. Uh,
Oh yeah, we got to talk
yeah,
about our rating system. We created a rating system, guys. Everybody, listen up. We created a rating system. We will
right?
probably tell everybody, all of you guys, about this rating system every single episode. We will explain our rating system, all right?
Every
But
episode.
since we are the particle accelerator, John,
Uh,
continue on. You are the guy who came up with this, to be
so,
completely honest. I'm not gonna lie.
well,
He
because
came up with this. This is the greatest. I love it. So, John, if you will, explain our rating system here on the particle accelerator.
we were trying to think of things to do with the Arrowverse and like things to do with the particle accelerator, and he said atom, and I was like, wait a minute. An atom has three parts. You know, it has the proton, the positives, the electrons, the negatives, and the neutrons, the neutrals. Wait a minute. That's a rating in itself. Let's do that. So yeah,
Awesome.
we're gonna give a
We're
each.
gonna
I don't know if we're doing
so
episode by episode, season by
if the
season.
if the if the episode is really good and we really like the episode, we give it a proton. If the episode we could do better, but it wasn't a complete piece of garbage, you give it a neutron. And if the episode was a complete piece of garbage, we give it a
Electron.
um, electron. Yep, because that's a negative.
That's a negatory bravo.
It's a negatory.
But so I'm gonna give this rating to the first season of Legends of Tomorrow. I would definitely give it a proton because it was a very upbeat, fast-paced season. There wasn't too much filler, and it just kept you. Went right from one thing to the next.
Even though Commander Steel was a jackass to his grandson.
Yes,
Okay, cool,
yes. Like
cool. Give it a proton.
I would the the whole plot with Kronos and the vanishing point and like how it
That's
all
all
tied
season
in.
one though.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you're giving season one
Yeah,
itself. All of season one or the new episode?
all of season one, Tom.
All of season one's a
Yeah,
proton. Yeah, absolutely.
season one,
Duh.
Tom.
I would give the whole thing a proton as well.
Flash, however, he's getting a giant fucking electron. Get it? Because electricity. No, I don't want to confuse people. But no. I don't know. Do you want to start rating the newer episodes then?
Okay, so Yeah, rate the new episode. Rate the newest episode of Supergirl, that Metallo episode.
The Metallo episode,
Yep,
I I would have to give that a neutron.
Neutron.
I
All
was
right.
low about it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, even though seeing Metallo from, awesome childhood, whatever, um, it was Metallo was only in like two or three episodes of the Justice League and stuff like that. So I was like, whatever, fuck it. So yeah, I'd definitely give that one a neutron for sure.
The episode, it just didn't really give much lead into like where the plot of the whole season as a whole is going, but like as far as episode to episode, yeah, it had some conclusions. So I mean, that's what I'm looking for in each episode is like where is this season, what's driving it, and I
Hell
that's
yeah.
not something that I could find in that episode. So all right. So what about the new
Flash.
episode of the
The newest
Flash?
episode of Flash, episode 3, Magenta.
That is getting an electron from me.
Because you're obsessed with the Flash.
No, because Proton would be good. I did not like the new episode of The Flash.
Oh, yeah, I
I did
guess.
not. Yeah, so let's get an Electron because I personally felt like it was a lot of filler. Like, yeah, they brought Jesse Quick back, and they're like, all right, you can team up with him now. But other
I
than that, it was like, hey, look at this girl with the purple eyes.
I will
All
give
right,
that a
cool.
neutron. The thing I really liked about it was Jesse Quick. But Barry is still, falling for Iris. So, and I don't like her. I don't like her. She's one of those I need to have my cake and eat it too kind of girls. And I don't like her.
All right.
How about the Arrow episode 3, the A Matter of Trust? I'm giving that one a proton, by the way.
That is getting a proton
That's
because
my
that was
proton. That episode was dope with the evil guy falling in the vat, with Felicity telling the truth at the end, with all of the
Diggle
quippy
and
things that are going on that's making me laugh. All of that. Dude, Arrow is
it,
on point this season. I'm
it
loving it.
is. It's a good show so far. I mean, there's just so many places they could go to it with it. It's hard to begin. It really is. I just uh, it all started with the Arrow. So I mean, I may
Yep,
love Flash to death,
true
but
shit.
Arrow's where it
Well,
started.
Arrowverse all started with Arrow. DC didn't, but whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, it all started with the Arrow. We started with the Arrow. I started
yeah.
with the Arrow. I love the Arrow. Not gonna lie.
Honestly,
I'm been obsessed with the Arrow for a while. So
Arrow, that was the first this was the first superhero stuff I've really gotten into. Like
good.
this is what started me on it, so I love it. And the
What
Arrow
about
has been kept up my expectations.
the DC Legends the JSA episode?
I feel like all right, I'm gonna give the episode a neutron.
Me too.
So far, the JSA is getting Electron because I feel like
Yes,
that's a bunch of cocky little douches.
I like. Actually, no, I'm giving the whole episode an electron.
The whole episode?
The whole episode of Electron,
I don't.
actually, and Stargirl. She's the one who's gonna get my proton.
Of course, of course.
That's about it though. Like she was cute. She flirted with the fireman, and White Hulk was cool. I like but the whole episode itself is, yeah, it's definitely getting itself an electron.
Yeah.
I
See,
don't
that's
I don't
I
I'm
was
not down with it. I didn't like it. It
I
was it
wasn't.
was
That's the thing.
okay, but I
I
want to
feel that.
see what happens next. You know what I mean? I'm excited for what
Exactly.
happens next. I want to know where Rip is. I want to know where all that is, right?
I want to know why they Mick sent him back in time. God damn it.
Yep.
Uh, but
All
yeah,
right. Well,
that's
that might be everything we can do for now until the next bit of 4 episodes come out. Do you wanna have anything you wanna plug, like the Facebook that you control?
yeah. We have a Facebook going on. It's Facebook.com/the particle etc. Oh my God, this is such a mouthful. The Particle Accelerator Podcast. All one word.
All one word. And if you want to email us about our first episode, you can email us. If you're following us by the first episode, like nobody will be, you can, email us at theparticleacceleratorpodcast@gmail.com. I am your host, Tom, and this is my co host, John. And we will talk to you guys next week.